Hello guys, welcome to Coding Cafe. My name is Mohammed Ali, and in this video tutorial we are going to create the login and registration form for the seller. So basically we will be, from this tutorial onward, we are going to add the seller complete features, which will include basically that is multi-sellers. Let's say there are three shopkeepers, okay, in different areas. So they will create their account. They will register in this app, and they will provide their information. That is, they will sell, like, one is, let's say, PC shop, the other one is laptop shop, and the other one is mobile shop. So they will basically upload their product details. The things which admin were doing, now it will be done by the sellers. Okay, so we will be adding the complete seller account, and basically the admin is the person who is the organization, basically who belongs to the organization. That is, let's say, Amazon. Okay, Amazon. So Amazon has their own administration staff who can keep eye on the end user. The buyers, the people who are going to buy products on this app. Okay, and then we have the seller. So seller is the person who is going to register and who want to sell their products on using our app or using our platform. So I hope you guys understand the whole idea. That is how it will work. So we will be using these two images. Okay, one is by the name seller register, which is this one. Okay, seller register, and the other one is seller login.png. Okay, so I will provide a link to these images. You can just click on that and download these two images, and once you download it, just copy it and go to the Android Studio. And here we need, to our project, e-commerce project, and inside the drawable folder you can just say show in explorer, come here to the drawable folder and paste these two images in here. Here you can see it. Okay, so these are the two images. Link will be available in the description. So now what we're gonna do is, as you know that there is our admin module, complete features of the admin. And let me tell you that is, we will also add some more features for the admin. And let me tell you once more time that admin is the person who belongs to the organization. I also give you guys an example who will keep, you can say, who will keep check and balance, who will do basically check and balance on the end user and on the seller activities. That is what is going on all the time. I hope you understand the whole thing. So this is our admin, and now before starting the seller features, in this video we will create and design our login and sign up form, or you can say registration form for the seller. So these are, all these activities which you can see card confirm from here up to settings, these belongs to the end users. The buyer module, basically the person who is going to buy things or using this app. So I'm going to create a folder for it, a directory, or you can say a package. Okay, so just click here, right click on your this, here you can see. Okay, and new, and then here we have this package. Click on it and let's give it name as we can give it name as buyer. Okay, the people who is going to buy things, which you can also say that is the end users. Okay, which are these people, these activities basically. So we give it a name buyers. Okay, here you can see it. Now I'm going to move all these activities to our buyers package. Okay, refractor, and let's move our confirm final order activity to our buyers. Okay, just like that, so that we can keep our code clean and we can understand it through modules. Now we are doing it in proper modular way. These are our buyers. Now our main activity. Okay, now let's move this one, refractor, and then we have our register activity, refractor, and then reset password, and then we have search. product activity, and then the last one which is settings activity, refactor. Okay, so it is now inside our buyers module, and then we have this admin module. Now we are going to add another module which I already told you guys, that is the sellers module. Okay, where we will basically create activities for the sellers, or you can say add features for the sellers. So let's create another package, and we can give it a name as sellers. Okay, and let's close all these activities quickly so that we can start on seller. So yeah, let's create a new activity. Click on this, right click on this seller, new activity, an empty activity, and we can give it name as let's say seller registration, seller registration activity. Okay, and yeah, click finish. So our new activity, which is seller registration, is created successfully inside our sellers package. Here you can see it. And once it is created successfully, here you can see it's I mean this are showing error. Okay, so all you're gonna need is just to import this. And how you can import it, you can just click here at the right side of this R and click on this red bulb. Here you can see import class. Also you can do it by from your keyboard by pressing alt enter. Okay, and then press import class, and here you can see it. Now the next thing which we need to do is to go quickly to our, let's close this one, go to the XML file for this activity and text, and let's change this constant layout to the relative layout. So we need an image view which will be web content height 200 dp, and the source for this will be seller registration image which we just add in our drawable folder. And let's add a scale type for it, which will be center crop. Okay, and let's give id to it, and it will be our img seller. Remove this dot, sorry for this underscore, img underscore seller. Now the next thing which we need is to add a title. So for that we can just say text view, match parent, rep content. Let's add text to it. It will be our seller registration form, and the gravity of it will be at the center, sorry, center. So it moves to the center, and it must below our this img seller, and margin from all side must be 15, 20 dp will be good. Text style must be bold, and text size, it must be 24 dp. And let's give it some color, background color basically, no, text color, sorry, which will be at the rate android, and the color will be, let's search for green color, hollow green dark. Yes, this one is good. So yeah, let's give id to it, and let's quickly design our whole page. It will be title underscore seller, and after this we need to add three edit text. I mean not three, but let's see how much we can add. I mean for the name, phone, email, password, and shop business address for the seller. So we can say match parent, wrap content, margin left, margin right, left 15 dp and margin right 15 dp, 15 dp. Now we want to move it below the title, so we can say below layout, below id, copy this title seller id and paste it after this. Okay, and here you can see it moves here. Let's give it some hint. Hint will be name, input type, multi input type text, and text size 15 dp, 16 is good. Okay, and yeah, that is okay. Now let's give proper id to our this. So we can say seller underscore name, and then let's copy paste this. Okay, one thing. Okay, this is margin from the top, 10 dp, and for this one, margin top from this one, I forgot to add, it will be 25 dp. Or let's remove it because we will have multiple edit text here, so I do not want that it must cover the whole page. Okay, it will not look pretty then. So anyways, from the top, and by the way, we have already given it layout margin from the top, I mean from all the sides, left, right. Okay, here you can also see it, which is 20. So what I'm going to do is, instead of this layout margin from all sides, I can just convert this to margin from the top. And the next thing which we need to do is, let's change this to 30, and this one will be 10 is good, I think. Okay, 10 dp, yes. And let's copy paste this quickly. It will be seller name, seller phone, seller phone, and let's change this to phone. And what we're gonna do is just to change this to number, input type number, and it must below the seller name, so we can just paste it like this. Okay, here you can see it. Now the next thing is to copy paste it once more time. Oh, sorry, copy it and paste it here. And this one is our seller email, and make sure to change this font to email and the input type to text email address. And let's move it below the seller phone. Here you can see it. Now next thing which we need to do is copy it once more time. I mean, we need to edit text further, so I'm going to copy paste it 2 times. Okay, so name, email, and then we have password, seller password. Let's change this to seller address. So this will be basically seller address, or you can say the shop address, I mean, just for the confirmation. So yeah, here this one is password, so we can say password, and input type will be text, and we have to move it below the seller email. Here you can see it, and let's move the last one below the seller password and change this email to shop or business address. I mean, here we will get the address from the seller, that is where basically his personal shop or business address is. Okay, so shop business address, and yeah, that's it. Now we need just a button, so you can just quickly add a button now. Match parent with content, and let's copy paste this margin left, margin right, and paste that here, and margin top 10 dp, and it must be below our address field, so you can say seller address, copy it, paste that here. Okay, and let's add a background to it, which is Android color white, or we can add a green color which will look pretty good with this design. Okay, so you can add a dark one, or you can also add the light color. I mean, it totally depends upon you, that is which design you like basically. But what I'm going to do is, here I can create give it a white background, and now we will be needing another button. Okay, so first let me write text for this button. It will be our register button. Okay, and text all caps must be false. Register. Okay, text size 17 18 dp. Now let's give id to it. So it is seller underscore register underscore btn, and now we need one more button. Okay, let's copy paste this quickly, and the name of this will be seller register, and it is seller already underscore have account. Okay, seller already have account button, and this button will be at the bottom. So first let me write already have an account, and if a user click on it, we will send it to the login page for the seller. So anyways, let's move it. I mean, we have to remove this below from here, and now what we're gonna do is we can say align parent bottom, sorry, not this one, which is align and align left, align this one. Okay, Android layout, align parent bottom to true, and here you can see it, this is our button. Now what we're gonna do is just change this to green dark, and the text color must be Android white, and layout from the bottom, margin from the bottom, it must be 10 dp, or 15 will be perfect. So yeah, I mean, this is our seller registration form, or you can say seller registration activity. Now the next thing which we need to do is just to add another activity inside our seller module for now, and that will be our seller login. Seller login activity, click finish, and make sure to import this R, okay, by pressing Alt Enter, import class. And yeah, for now let's just close this and move to the seller login, because we are going to create this and set the directions and events for these. So anyways, first of all, as usual, let's change this to relative layout. Now for the time saving, I'm going to quickly do changes like this. We have an image view, we can just say image view, change this seller register to seller seller login, which is this one. Okay, this image, and after this we need a text view. Sorry, I mean just copy this text view and come here and paste it below this. Okay, seller registration form. Now we can say seller login form, and as you know that these are basically the title. I mean we will not access these in our Java files, so these are, I mean we can go with the same IDs for it. Okay, I mean just for these two, because we are not going to access these in our, I mean from these Java files, so it will not crash the app even if we use the same IDs. Okay, here you can see it, because these are just the titles which we are using for the user interface. So anyways, now what we're gonna do is we will be needing our email and password edit text. So yeah, copy this email edit text and this password one, come here and just paste it. So simple. And what we're gonna do is first of all this one. Okay, change this to seller underscore login email. Okay, and this one is seller underscore login password. Make sure to change this, and now let's copy it, and it will be below this, and then copy this email. Below email we will have our password, and then we need a button which will be, first let me check the layout. Okay, let's copy this button quickly. Control C and Control V, and it will be below the login password. Okay, here, and make sure to change this to seller login button. So make sure to change these IDs, okay, which I changed here. And now we need to change the color, so you can choose any color from this. Let's check this one, which is, let's check this other color, which is hollow blue light. This one is good, I think. I mean, yeah. So anyways, now let's change the text color, because this black text color is not suitable with it. White. Okay, and let's give it some margin from the top, and it must be 30. 30 dp is not good, but 20 is good. Okay, so yeah, and let's change this to 40 dp. So yeah, this is our seller login form. Now what we need to do is just come here to the res layout. We have our main page. Yes, from here we are going to add a link, basically, that is, you know that these are basically the end user, or you can say the buyer features. And once a user click on this already have an account login, then from there we have allow, I mean there is a link basically for the admin. So now from the main page we can give access, that is we can add our text view which will say that is I want to become a seller, or let's say I'm a seller. So when a user click on that, we will send a user to these register and login activities for the sellers basically. So what I can, I mean what we can do now is just to add our text view, because text view will look good instead of button. Okay, so we can say wrap content. Let's quickly add text to it. So it will be like wants to become a seller. Okay, wants to become a seller. The text size for this will be, let's see, 20 is good, I think. Yeah, and the text color will be color primary dark. Okay, so you can say color primary dark. Let's make it bold. I mean the text style bold, and we need it here at the bottom. Okay, so in order to move it, we can just say it is. Now let's just move this code. Okay, not the button, but just that code above this button. Okay, just the code. And we have this already have an account. I am going to check something here. Okay, well, that is okay. Align parent button, align parent start. Just cut this two line of code and paste it here. Okay, just paste it here. Bottom align parent start. Instead of this, we can just change this to align parent end. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is you can just give it some margin from all the sides will be 20. No, not from all sides. First let me check how it looks. Let's give it 10 dp from all the sides, but it is 15 for the buttons. So okay, let's change this to margin left. Okay, not left but right, because this is the right side and we want to give it margin from the right, so you can say margin right, and it must be 15 dp, 17 dp, and then margin from the bottom will be 10 dp. Let me check. Yes, it is good. Now next thing is to move these buttons above this text view. Okay, so yeah, here we can say above id, and just give id to it first. So it is our seller underscore. Let's give it id as seller began. Okay, and then copy it and just paste that here. You can see it now. It looks cool. Let's move it on the right side little bit further. So now it is in proper alignment. Okay, here you can see it. Let's zoom it and see it if it is good or not. Yes, it is good. It is perfect. Now what we're gonna do is just go to the uh, main activity, which is our inside our buyers. Okay, we have added here, so main activity, and we need to access this text view from this seller began. So what we're gonna do is just come here and add a text view quickly, private text view, and let's give id to is as a seller begin. Now next thing is here we can just access it, so we can just copy paste this and change it for the text view. And it is by the name seller begin. Change this to the id of this is seller begin. And now if a user click on it, okay, so let's copy paste this quickly and change this to seller begin. We are going to send the user to the from the main activity to the seller register activity, and yeah, that is good. And now let's test the app so that we can see how it looks, and proceed without instant run, and let's wait for it. So our app is running now successfully, and here you can see it looks more cool. It is pretty good. So if we click on this wants to become a seller, here you can see it. This is our seller registration form. Okay, and if we click on this already have an account, okay, we have to set a event listener for this also. So we have seller registration, yeah, and seller registration activity, and we need to quickly add our this one, which is already have seller already have an account. So yeah, let's quickly add this private button, and it is seller login begin. Let's give it this name. Okay, and now we can say seller login begin equals to find view by id or dot id dot already seller already have account button. That's it. And now we have to set a click listener for it. So I'm going to just copy paste this, copy it, and just paste it here. Okay, and once you do it, just copy paste. We want to send the user from our seller registration activity to the seller login. Sorry, it is seller login activity. Start from capital S. Okay, so this is now okay, and let's begin. Let's test it. So here you can see our app is running now and wants to become a seller. Let me check the alignment. Yeah, it is okay. And now here you can see there is our seller registration form name. Let me check. Yes, text. Then this is the numbers, email, password is also this one, and yeah, it is okay. And then we have already have an account page, which is the seller login form. And by the way, I forget to change the color, so let's change the color for this one also with our seller login, and the color for this will also be this one. Okay, let's just quickly come here and change this hollow green to this one. So yeah, it's now okay. So yeah, so the app is running now once again. Seller registration form, it is pretty cool. Then we have our seller login form. So yeah, that's it for this video, and in the next video tutorial what we will be doing is to allow people from different area, around the world, or you can say allow different shopkeepers to become an online seller by registering here. Okay, by using this seller registration form, and then he can log in, the user, he or she can log into their account, and they can upload their stuffs, their products, and sell it to different people from around the world. So yeah, that's it for this video, and see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.